Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks. Married at First Sight season 17, episode 5. Take me down to Paradise City. Let's talk Emily and Brennon. If you have not already, don't forget subscribe to the channel. We are still going towards 20,000 subscribers, less than 1,000 subscribers, y'all. So do me a solid, hit that subscribe button and then leave some comments down below. So we're at the honeymoon. The couples are hanging out, and Emily said that Brennon has already exceeded her expectations. One thing I've noticed about their dynamic is she likes to kind of throw little jokes and jabs because that's just her personality. I don't think she's being malicious in her intent, right? But on the flip, he always is just kind of like, oh, okay. It's almost like he's letting everything build, and I'm really waiting for him to explode on her. So Emily apparently fell while she was getting out the shower. So they took a very PG-13 shower together, and as she got out to go get some towels, she slipped on the floor, I guess, and probably fell with her hand trying to brace her fall and fell on her hand. The hand looked like you can tell something was wrong. It looked like it hurt. It looked a little swollen, but she was saying how she didn't want to let him know. She didn't want to be embarrassed. But then she said that she couldn't feel her hand when she woke up, and he was just like, "Oh, it still hurts." Okay, so let's talk. Like he just started talking about something else completely. That kind of shook me a little bit. If my partner or even if a friend I'm with says they fell on their hand and that happened last night and this morning they can't feel it, something is wrong. Something is wrong. But nonetheless, he didn't seem to whatever by it, so I guess. So she starts talking about how she has a bad work-life balance. She said that it's hard for her to shut her laptop because it's always money to be made. So he wants to know if she's like still in that drive of like being kind of money hungry, and she said yeah. So he doesn't want her to lose that drive. He wants them to be able to build this together and generational wealth and all that type of stuff. So he starts talking about how he has a budget and all these other type of things. She said that she doesn't have a budget. She doesn't know where a lot of her money goes. So Emily wants to live the type of life where she knows that she has the money. Let's say that her paycheck is coming in. Let's say she gets paid twice a month. Each check after taxes and all that is 5 G's. She is going to yuck up that 5, right? And she's saying that she doesn't even know where her money goes a lot of the time, which means when you don't know where your money goes, it's going to food and liquor. That's where it's going. So she might be the type of girl that when she's out with her friends, she's buying rounds of drinks. She's buying a round of shots. She's probably buying an outfit to go out every time. She might be the type of girl that because she works late, that she'll DoorDash and DoorDash is expensive. I DoorDashed something this morning and it was a smooth, like $27 when it shouldn't have been. And that was just from that was just from like the meal and then the taxes, the fees, you have to tip, all this other type of stuff. So he was like, oh, I excel in that type of stuff. We're going to figure this out quickly. Don't worry. And it gave me Jose teas with, what was that one guy? Was it Brent or Brett that was dating Olivia from the New Orleans season that had all these spreadsheets and all that type of stuff when it came to budgeting. So that was kind of like the big thing with them. It's like the budgeting, whatever the case. Do I think that she lives above her means? I don't. But he is of belief of living very below your means. So we'll see what's going to happen with them. So they are out, and I don't know if they were doing a tequila tasting or if they were just at a bar, but they were knocking back them shots like it was water. I'm going to hope and pray that that was editing and that they weren't just knocking them back like that, back, because why y'all drinking so much? So I'm gonna hope that they were not just knocking back all those drinks like that in such a short amount of time. So after they've had all these different drinks, and he says in his confessional, he's always wanted a marriage like this. He's just trying not to puke. Um, she is like clearly tipsy, and she starts mocking his New York accent, and it's like, I'm from New York. I just want pizza. That was bad. I feel like that was bad, but he's like entertained by it, and it's like, yeah, that's how we are. So she said that she is a huge partier, and she said she used to be a huge partier, but that's because she went to a party school, but that's all in the past now. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not in the past. We can tell. And I feel like every time she mentions something about like partying or drinking or something like that, you see him kind of like recoil into himself. He's not comfortable with that. He's not excited about that. He's not happy about that. Like whatsoever. So I also kind of feel like I live in Wisconsin. We drink. I live in Milwaukee. We drink, right? Like beer is everywhere here. But just because you're in a space that you party doesn't mean you have to. So I think it's going to be hard for her to get out of that mode. And I think it's going to be hard for her to deal with him, who seems to be more of a reserved, cheap homebody, right? Whereas she is an extravagant, loud party girl. They're gonna have, they're gonna have some things that they have to kind of try to figure out for the two of them. So they're then at the beach. Oh, I'm sorry. He said that he's not really emotional, but he does get sappy. Um, I guess that's okay. I guess that's okay. But I kind of wonder why he made a point to say it that way. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Something about Brennon is given, something about Brennon is given, if I can have you, no one can vibes too. So we'll leave that where it is. So they're hanging out at the beach, and she asks him how he feels about her and how he feels about sex. She's, willing to move a little faster than he is. So he wants to take things a little slower. He wants them to build a strong connection, a strong bond, because he knows that in the past, sometimes when he has had sex too quickly, it has complicated things for him in the relationship. So he wants to slow things down with her, really see how that works, how that vibes. And I know that a lot of people kind of feel like sometimes when that happens, they think that that person doesn't like them, or they're not feeling them, but this could work in their favor. And then let's talk, just because they didn't have a lot going on, let's talk Austin and Becca. All right. So Austin and Becca. So the when the couples are all hanging out earlier that day, they said that they're doing great. We're doing great. We're doing awesome. They got on the little matching tropical shirts, and it's a vibe for them. So Becca is happy this man is weird. I don't understand it. I don't get it. So he's bringing her some fruit in the morning, and they're both screeching papaya, 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 papaya. I said, what is going on here? So they're both screeching about papaya. She's doing her hair, straightening it, and he sits in the tub with his clothes on and continues eating the fruit. And sometimes y'all just be so nasty on TV, and I just don't understand. But I'm sure he put his suitcase on the bed too, so can't expect much more. So he's doing his confessional with his hat off, and it explains why he always has that hat on. He has like an extra bit of hair. I don't know if he combed it forward, but it's just like hair that's like kind of sitting there. But okay. So they're out on a boat ride. She likes that he's affectionate and does the little things for her because she needs to be constantly reassured. And that's going to get old very, 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 very fast. I can tell you that now. That is going to get old very, very fast because it's one like everybody wants to hear sweet nothings, and everybody wants to hear how much their partner is attracted to them and thinks they're beautiful or handsome. But when I have to constantly give you that reassurance, it starts to be inauthentic. You know what I mean? I feel like if I am constantly fishing for compliments, it's inauthentic when you do give me one. So I think it's going to get old on both of their sides. So he likes that she's been able to push through her pain and just kind of enjoy the moment. But I'm like, is she really pushing through it? Because I feel like she likes to draw attention to the fact that she can't do things, right? Like, I feel like we're going to see a lot of her because she does it later when they're hanging out by the pool. And she's like, sorry, I can't get in the water. And he's like, it's fine. You just had surgery. The water is cold. It's fine. I feel like she's one of those that is going to kind of draw that attention to herself constantly. She's going to constantly draw that attention to herself so that she can beat him to the punch with it. And I don't like self-deprecating people like that at all. So Austin talks about how when he was growing up, he was bored sometimes because he's an only child. And he would see, some of his friends had siblings and that type of stuff. And it's true. There's no bond like having a sibling bond. I have an older brother, and there is a special connection, special relationship you have when you have a sibling. And as a child, it just makes childhood fun. You know what I mean? But I feel like people that say only child, or only children, I should say that they don't miss out on anything, you can't miss what you never had. You know what I mean? There's something about the two of you like sneaking downstairs to get like dessert, or the two of you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just there's something to be said about having a sibling bond. So because of that, he wants 2 kids. Becca said she's okay with or without kids. Now, I might be looking too deep into this, but I wonder if this has something to do with her health issues. So because if she had endometriosis, doesn't that attack the reproductive system? Or am I thinking of something else? And by attack, I don't mean like, attack, but I mean like I feel like it has some type of effect down there as well. And again, I could be thinking of something else, but she says she's okay with or without kids. If her partner really wants kids, sure, she'll have some. I feel like I don't want to have kids with somebody that's not like, yes, I absolutely want kids. Oh my God. I don't want to have kids with somebody that's just like, if we have them, we have them. If we don't, we don't. Like, so I don't know. I think we're going to start to see like something is going to go on with the two of them, but we will see. So far, Austin is being very okay with, very supportive of her health issues and that type of stuff, but we'll see. If you have not already, don't forget, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share with a friend, leave a comment down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.